I did a match with Bryan I don't know how, it was when I wasn't really wrestling. And we did a match on Superstars. We wrestled each other for 2 weeks in England, or in Europe. I couldn't believe it. I was getting 2 weeks with Bryan, and we went out and I tore it up every night. The night before the TV, we were in Birmingham, and he gave me that drop kick in the corner, and my good knee, I tore the meniscus in it. But I knew I was on with him the next day. And I was going to go out, because I thought, this is it. You know, I know that my neck's not right. I know that, not long before that, I tore my pec and my other bicep, which I never got fixed, because I had one torn bicep from 2000. Actually, I don't remember when it was, because it was 2 weeks after 9/11 when we did that show was you on that show at the Garden?
Yeah.
That we did for all the families.
Yeah.
It was the only time that I wrestled a singles match with Kurt Angle.
Oh, wow.
We were supposed to go into a program together, and that was the first match we did. And I did a thing where it was outside the ring, and I used to grab somebody by the back of the trunks and the neck, and I'd throw them against the bottom rope from the outside, so they'd spring off and spring towards me so I could nail them.
Right.
And as I did that, the right bicep just went ping. So I got through that match, but that gave me 2 or 3 weeks off. I wouldn't get it fixed. No, I'll get back to work. Kurt had moved on. It's just how it goes.
That's how it goes, yeah.
Life. But then we got back from Europe at some point, and I was now I could have this in a bit of the wrong order, but I was on Raw in a battle royal, and it was Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, and I had to knock them both out. And I never clothesline people. You just see that I don't. And I clotheslined both of them out, and I felt just ripped. My left pec just ripped, and my left bicep ripped.
Jeez. You were beat up.
So, it was...
Yeah?
And let's face facts, I'm a rogue, and I've lived hard. Like, for a few years in my younger days, I ate it hard, 24-hour party people, so... And you know that, and you were around, so... Yeah. And through all so it puts a lot of miles and a lot of whatever on your body, right?
Sure it does.
So, once I tore my meniscus in my right leg, but the next night, I'm on with Bryan, they were going, no, you can't wrestle. I said, no, I want to put him over, because he's the person who's stuck around me and listened to all my nonsense for the last, and come and called me and sent me his stuff, and I've sent him to places and put good words in for him and whatever else. No, if there's one person I want to have my last match with, it's him. So, if you watch that match, you will see me walk down to the ring, and then they actually played a rib on me and played my old man's music halfway down the ramp. And I'm glad, because they had to help me in the building that day. I couldn't walk. And I don't like giving away wrestling, I am that old-fashioned things. But he did if you watch that match, it's 17 minutes of him carrying me, because I can't walk. Sorry.
It's amazing, man.
He did a masterful job. He actually even wrestled and did stuff on my leg without bending it. And if you know that, and you go into that with this, and watch what a masterful job he did of carrying me. And he even looked like he bent my leg around the corner post and never bent. And we came out there, and I thought, and I put him, I was happy, I put him over. Hopefully somebody is going to pay attention to this, because this lad's something special.
Yeah. Which
they already were, but it was just my little thing. That's it. I'm done now. That's it. Because I was already doing bits of commentary, and that's it, I'm gone. And I came back, and Mr. McMahon was there, and I never thought he watched Superstars. And he was right there to meet us, and he shook our hands, and Bryan walked off, and he went, thank you very much. He said, that was a good old proper wrestling match. He said, that lad's going to make a good villain, isn't he? Because we were in England, people were, the kind of reactions I used to get. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I think people always knew they were in on the ride with me.
Yes.
They always knew I wasn't this, whatever I was playing, this character I used to play, this Disney villain, pantomime villain as I used to be, and we've done enough stuff that you know what that is. But this character that I used to play, or still play if I have to, and turn into it in a blink of an eye. But people used to cheer me, so they were booing him when he was doing it. So Bryan turned it up, and just snarled a bit and did his thing. And Mr. Man said he's going to make a good villain. And it's funny, I don't know if Bryan even knows that. And then 2 months later, he started turning him villain, and then all the stuff we came. It's just funny. So I was like really happy that I've done that for him.